Yeah. uh-huh. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CC's, pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of leaders of grams, get your dosed up, cut this up and post up, and get dosed up. This for them vote, they like to move and make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them vote they can't relate. I gotta elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in them trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that truth serum hooked directly through your veins. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a close-up. Close-up, close-up, a close-up, grams of it. Tune leaders of it, close-up, pounds of it, pounds of it, yeah, grams of it, leaders of pounds, get you dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, get dosed up.
Shout out to my shit riders. I like this Impala shirt right here. If you got your RPMs buzzing, hit me one more time with one of them lab. All right. We were extra crunk this weekend.
That's right.
We're gonna get into the weekend recap real quick, man. I did some skits.
Okay.
Met some wonderful people.
Did some work.
Did some work. You know
Is
what I'm
it work
saying?
when it's your passion?
Oh yeah, it's my passion. No, well, it's work, but it's fun.
Okay.
I like to do it, but I consider it as work because I got to treat it like that. Like, because work is something that we kind of depend on or we need to get us what we need, some success.
Right.
So I treat this like if I clocked in, when I clock out, I clock in and do this.
Okay.
And what I've been noticing is I've been having more things to do on more days. Like, soon as I left the scene from the skits, it's on to your birthday.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
That event, that was wonderful. That was awesome to see your son, meet some of the family. I still see the balloons there, man.
Yeah. We had a good time, and it was so good to see. I mean, you was there early. You showed up. You made sure you was in the building.
Yeah,
I know you had other stuff going on.
Yep.
And I appreciate you even showing up that early just so you make sure you was there. And I appreciate it. But we had a ball.
Oh yeah, we
I
did.
had several drinks. I was a little tipsy for a little while, but it wore off by the end of the night. But we had a good time. We ate good, we drank good, we fellowship good. That's what it's all about.
And it's funny that you just asked me, is it work?
Yeah.
Because you were DJing at your own party, and I'm talking about into it too now.
Right.
Like they had to damn near pull you off them wheels.
I love that. I love
Okay,
DJ.
see,
I mean, it's not work to me when I'm DJing. And it's not. It's not a what you call it. It's not a. It's not a problem to DJ.
It's not a labor to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
It's not like somebody paying me to do it, so I got to do a good job. Since it was my party, I could DJ how I want to DJ.
Yeah.
So I was kind of loose and relaxed, but I knew I shouldn't have been doing because that's not what I had.
Yeah.
I had 2 or 3 other DJs.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Six said we closed it down. We did close it down.
Okay.
We had that whole, we had that whole place sideways.
Damn, I'm sure you did,
Yeah,
man, because y'all started with, like I say, DJ after DJ.
Yeah.
Then drink after drink after drink. Then more people started coming in,
Yeah.
so, It was like a family affair in there. It really was.
And that's what I wanted it to be. Even with all the us hosting podcasts, I always want us to feel like we family. I always want us to feel like we should have each other's back. We should be able to, tell each other, we got some things going on, collab with each other, because that's what it's all about for me.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I keep going with it, because I've grown as a family with you guys, and and I just want to see us all succeed. When you see the potential in everybody, you know it could be done. It's just a matter of pushing.
Yeah. And but that's the thing. Okay, so I might as well just start going into what we're talking about, which is like leadership. All right, and so one of the top question I was like, is who do we look up to?
Right.
And my thing is, as a man, it's no problem to look up to another man if he's doing something positive. Like, I look up to you.
And
it don't necessarily have to be age, you know what I'm saying, related. I can look up to women too. You see what I'm saying? And it's more about the energy you give out, the vibe what you're trying to accomplish and the characteristics and the morals that you got. Also, I noticed like there wasn't any foolery going on. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because that's not the vibe that you have.
Right.
That's not what you bring around. But
Right.
you know, it's been some people might have some birthdays. Next thing you know, it's a little scuffle going on.
Right.
You know, people can't control themselves, especially when they getting drunk or tipsy or somebody don't like somebody. But none of that.
No, I don't want us to subscribe to that. I don't want us to have to. When we come in the restaurant, it's a bunch of us. I don't want them to feel like, because I'm gonna tell you, the waitress told me when everybody left out that nobody really want to serve that area back there. Because they thought it was only gonna be like 10, 15 people or 10, 11 people, which it got to be more people after a while. But they should know just because we say 6, everybody not gonna come at 6.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm saying everybody not gonna be outside at 5:50 waiting to come on in. That's not how it works. People come in and can trickle in, trickle out as the night goes on. But I'm quite sure the people who didn't want it to serve that area feel like silly fools now because we all tipped. We all
I
made
tipped
sure.
too. I closed mine out.
Everybody tipped. Everybody tipped. That's why I tell people when they come, if it's for something for us, to make sure we tip the people. Because they already feel like black folks not gonna tip. We gonna act a fool. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I want to make sure that we don't perpetuate that stereotype. So that's why I try not to.
That's the leadership qualities,
the vibe,
skills, and characteristics, traits. All right, so my second question is like, why do we look up to certain people? All right, well, I just said some of the reasons why I look up to you, but I mean, I think it's healthy first of all, and it's something like you need some energy or someone positive in your life that may be doing something that either you think you might be able to do, or like you said, you recognize potential in people.
Right.
All right, sometimes, well, I know I look up to people by the accomplishments that they've done that may help other people. Right. Like I said, mainly that would be leadership. Most of the people that I would look up to have led in some kind of way, whether it was intentional or unintentional, just basically by characteristics. Like I didn't necessarily consider myself as a leader because of some of the things I was doing in the street. Right. But I was looking at it like there are people that still look up to me. So just because I may do something else, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be a shitty person. Right. You see what I'm saying? I had to understand that, and it's like I'm leading by example, meaning I'm gonna do what I do, but I'm still not doing what I do to do anything wrong to people. And then the message that I like to portray seems to be positive. So that's how I'm gonna keep it. I could be here trying to, like I say, talk about all the negative things that we come across or talk about the bullshit. Right. But that ain't really what I'm trying to feed into.
No, you don't give off that vibe. I think everybody here that does podcasts here, everybody that I run into here that does podcasts, especially ones that's currently here now, they don't subscribe to that BS. No. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to do something positive, and whatever way that they do it, they try to do it. That's why I try to make sure that the core of us, all of us, you, me, everybody, on the core of us is a positive core because most of us give off positive things. And we all have something to add to the conversation and something to add to the situation. So I be trying to pull that out of y'all. Come on, man. That's I know it gets tired. I get tired. You know what I'm saying? I get worn out from doing this every day. But I be wanting y'all to come on like I be trying not to lead. I be trying to lead without seeming like I'm leading. You get what I'm saying? I want y'all to do it because I know y'all are great leaders on your own individual selves. So y'all don't really need anybody to lead, but y'all need me to
the spark,
to
the
spark you.
encouragement.
Yeah, I need to light that flame so you can see. That's why Slick light that flame so y'all can see. Hey, I'm the shit too, and I know y'all know it, but sometimes we get a little bogged down with the noise. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like if this is a team and we racing on the same team and you got the baton and you ahead, I need to be running to try to catch up with you, or at least be able to get that baton. So when you let it go, boom.
Right.
Now
you off
we
to
going.
the races.
If I'm miles back, bruh, your ass gonna have to wait on me. You gonna be tired. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be able to win the race because I'm so far behind. By the time I catch up, we've let something elapse. Now we got to try to build that momentum all the way back up.
But as a team, though, and we see that we already know, those might be a little he not feeling well today. We got to carry his weight for him today. So we already know that. And not because you slow or because you don't have the ability to do so. People don't take into consideration life happens. People get bogged down with other stuff. So if I'm saying, hey man, Ghost don't feel good today. Like, we need to carry this baton for him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna run this race with us. He gonna do his part, but he ain't feeling good. He got a cold. He got a temperature. You know how Michael Jordan played the game with
Yeah, that
102
flu
fever.
game.
You know, the
Yeah,
flu game.
yeah,
He
yeah.
got the flu today.
Yeah.
So I know you're gonna be slow. So I'm gonna be doing everything I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you come give it to me, I'm off. I'm
Gotcha.
off, closing that gap.
So that kind of goes with like the next question I was going to say is like, what do we need them to do for us? For the people that are looking for someone, looking for leadership.
Right.
A lot of times, like a leader ain't necessarily supposed to make you financially straight.
Right. Right.
I'm thinking maybe give you the motivation. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Provide a light. You know what I'm saying? Light bearing. I'm the light show now.
Right.
So when you think that there's all else failing, I'll give you another perspective. You see what I'm saying? Now, we can get financially literate
Right.
on that leadership role, but then that's when we got to find some leaders in that lane, if I'm not in that lane. But what I need for my leaders to do for me is be true. Be transparent with your people, meaning like pretty much do what you say you're going to do.
Okay.
Like, don't have people buying into your program or believing in what you're going to say, but it's just dollars and cents because they don't get a return from it. I ain't even going to, I'm just going to give a situation, but I ain't going to say a name. Let's say you want to build a school and you got people donating and giving you school money, but they ain't never seen the school built.
Right. Right.
That's not positive leadership to me. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right.
produce what you say.
That's it. Do as you say you're gonna do, or show me that you're making progress to accomplish that goal. I think a lot of times leaders for us, for me, is depending on what my individual needs are. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
What I need a leader to show me, because some things I may already know. Like, you know all the right raps. You just sang a rap, a Christmas rap to me that I probably wouldn't have been able to think of. So you don't need me to lead you in that way. You get what I'm saying? So you might need me to lead you another way. Like, let's get this on the radio.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get you
yeah.
paid while you writing
Yeah,
it and
yeah,
not putting it out. You get what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
You don't need me to help you write it. You need me to help you realize that it's good enough to be on the radio. You get what I'm saying? So everybody's individual needs from what they need from a leader would probably be different depending on where they are in life and where they're trying to go.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So that means to me then, like, because I don't really do politics like that. And that seems to be where everyone looks for leadership at. When you do have preachers, pastors, teachers, you got management. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that management, supervisor type positions mean that they are meant to do that. That means that they may have the credentials, or they may have had enough experience being one thing and got promoted. But you can still be a confrontational person as a leader.
Right.
And I'm going to go into this, but I ain't going to stay into it too long. But like I was telling you off air, that Bojangles incident where it was a manager that unalived the worker's father based off of some BS from what I can understand. And I saw in the comments, like, as a manager, you're supposed to have better leadership skills than that. And that person that commented that was right. Like, where's the diffusing certain situations,
Right,
the
right.
making it so that no one's father or no one has to come up here to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you have to have some type of skills to be able to save yourself as well as the person that you're dealing with.
Right, because to be honest with you, if you're the manager of that space and these people are in here working under you, you're responsible for them as well, and their protection and their well-being too. I think, you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
Well, you're like a mediator when
Right.
it comes to other co-workers.
Right.
So if it comes to outside customers as well, you're the person over that shift.
Right.
So yeah, it really, all responsibility goes to you. But I mean, you should have a shift that can control themselves as well.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, that's the thing. Like, like leadership, like I said, it doesn't have a PhD behind it. You can be a janitor in lead.
Yeah, I know people with multiple degrees. I'm gonna say a situation. I ain't gonna say no names. You know, a person can be promoted to a position of leaders,
Mhm.
manager, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
and be terrible at it.
Yeah.
And have several degrees behind them and be terrible as a leader because they don't know the aspect of what leading means. They
Yeah.
don't know that when you're leading people, they are looking for you to answer questions that they may not have the answers to. And unfortunately, your silence and your communication skills are so low that you don't have a personification of leadership, and nobody looks up to you for that because they know that 9 times out of 10 you're not going to know how to communicate it, or you don't know yourself.
And with that, I've seen leaders get thrown under the bus, and I've seen other leaders throw other people under the bus for what you just said. If they don't know what you're asking them, don't know how to explain to get out of the situation that they're in.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think leaders should be proactive?
Definitely. Oh man. Okay. Proactive rather than reactive, because reactive is going to be a problem. Reactive means someone higher up, someone is affected by something that you're not doing. Proactive means you're trying to not have that even occur. A proactive person, I like that. That's strategy. You're already looking at the board. You're trying to find all angles of what can go wrong. You need a little bit of skepticism. You need some caution. You know what I'm saying? You need that. You don't need you need optimism. You don't need pessimism. You need optimistic skepticism to understand what could go wrong and how to positively handle that situation before it occurs.
I think you should anticipate.
Anticipation.
Anticipation as a leader is a big thing. If you know something is going to happen, you should anticipate the questions coming to you and have as many answers to those questions as possible.
I have more patience and poise than I do power when it comes to leadership. I'm not necessarily that big on power.
Right.
Power, you got to watch what happens when you get it. You see what I'm saying? And if you lose it by however means you got it, it can weaken you. So patience and poise is something I'm always going to have.
Right.
And that's always going to get you better. Patience is a virtue. Power ain't necessarily no virtue.
Right.
So here's the thing, though. How long do we look up to people? Especially the ones that you're expecting something out of that you don't get anything from.
Now, I don't know if we necessarily should look up to people to get things out of them. I think a lot of times that's what people make the mistake of trying to pick a leader. I'm going to give you a good example. When people are artists and rappers, whatever the case may be, they look for managers who may be a leader in that field. But in all actuality, a lot of times these managers in this field, and I'm just speaking on my opinion, may not have the patience or the communication skills to be your manager. You know, I saw a post today where the guy was like, you artists need to get out the way and let AI, take over. But at the same time, he's promoting that artists need to spend money with him and to promote and let them be his manager. So I'm like, you dipping in both pots. At one point, you want the artist to get out the way. At the other point, you want the artists that if they don't spend no money, they ain't serious.
So, well, I would say he's right about not spending money. You serious, but that can go for anything. It doesn't even have to be art or music. If you say you into flipping houses and you don't spend money, you ain't serious.
Right, but I think I think people like that don't take into consideration artists that are serious about their crafts and serious about where they want to go with their career. 9 times out of 10 already know that they got to spend money.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
They know, but you do have them slick, starving, finessing artists that attach themselves to every situation to benefit them. We talked about that pretty much in that standing in somebody else's business.
Right.
It done got kind of treacherous now, man. So it's like the industry is damn near about the same level as street, or almost worse. So now I'm flying in the middle of it neutral.
Right.
And so, I mean, I would say the AI definitely doesn't need to take over because art in its primitive form has been here since man has existed.
Right.
So art precedes technology.
I don't think people realize that, it's AI. Like the guy said on his post, AI is less difficult to deal with. You have to deal with the emotions of an artist with AI. But the emotions of the artist is what makes the art great.
Yeah.
A lot of great artists have been accused of being difficult. You get what I'm saying? And there's certain points. I mean, right now, I heard Denzel was difficult to work with, allegedly. You get what I'm saying? But he's a great actor. So people who have a passion for what they see as their vision for their career and where they want to go in life, they might be a little difficult because you as their leader, you as their manager, may be taking them off the course that they think is proper and not explaining to them why they should change course.
You're right. I
I
just
don't want to get off into that
I know.
tangent.
Yeah. Okay, so what qualities do these leaders? What should the qualities do we think they should have, or anyone that we look up to, or that we're going to, like I say, ask maybe for some help. It doesn't always have to be like, hey man, just lead me down the path. I mean, just people that we might engage with that are further ahead of it than you. That
Okay.
you may need. What kind of qualities are we expecting out of these people?
Communication skills, proactive,
Definitely that.
not reactive.
I would say prompt,
Yeah. Patience,
compassionate. Got definitely like care
Compassion,
about
yeah,
my time.
compassion.
Yeah,
being able to give you grace
yeah.
and understanding.
I think people's person, like you really got to be in the community that you claim you trying
People
to help.
person.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
because it's a lot of times.
People will say what they're gonna do, but they never walk through the community. And walking through it once ain't enough. Like I'm still in
Right.
the hood.
Right.
Like what I'm saying, it's a lot of it that I don't like about it, but some of it is actually rebuilding.
But isn't that understanding though? That's part
Yeah.
of understanding.
Yeah,
That's
I
part
mean,
of
because it's
understanding
part
the
of some
environment.
good. It's be part of a wealthy neighborhood. Some shit you might
Right,
not like
right.
about that too.
Right.
So, and then me, that's what I think leaders should do. You don't manipulate and make your money and make your story from your struggle from your hood, and then leave the community for another community and let that community implode.
Right. I
I
get it.
think if you're supposed to be this quote unquote leader, if these streets, if your struggle made you, it made these millions, then go back and help some people
Right.
that you did it with. Like, don't dangle carrots over them. Like, hey, look at these diamond carrots that I made from hanging right around in here with y'all.
Right.
These slums, y'all.
Right.
I'm gonna go in the studio and talk about these slums, but then I'm gonna go right back
home.
out here where the rich people are,
Right,
and say,
right.
man, I'm from over there. You
Right.
know?
But I made it out.
Yeah.
See, your story over here is, I'm in the hood. I'm doing what I got to do. But your story over there is, I was in the hood and I made it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. See, my story, the hood is seeing it. Like, I'm it's in certain places. Like, hey, bro, I just did some skits. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, telling these people as they doing what they do. It's a different way. You know what I'm saying? And they like, oh yeah, I like that. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And next thing you know, I might be able to snatch a few of them out. You know?
Slick says, understanding that everyone isn't perfect.
Yeah. No ego. I don't want no egotistical leader at all. Yeah, that's just what it is.
Right. Right.
What up, Chef Smith? What's happening, my guy?
I agree with that.
Yeah. All right. So, what makes them gain your trust?
For me, I'm not going to lie to you.
Hey.
Gaining my trust is very hard.
I got you.
It's
It is
very hard. I think gaining my trust is a ongoing development. It's a work in progress because I may trust you today, but you may say something or do something that I don't like, and you're going to start back over at scratch again. You get what I'm saying? I don't ever just give somebody. I used to, but I don't do it as much. I don't do it that much no more.
Yeah.
I used to give people my trust, be like, I trust them, and then something happened to me, and my heart is broken. So now I don't do that. My trust is a work in progress.
Now, it's nothing wrong with that because leaders should be held responsible and accountable, right? All right, so like, let's say if you were to go in your pastor's church on a Sunday, and one Sunday they were just like, "Hey man, hand me that crown. Let's crack this bitch open, man." I'm saying, turn it. You're gonna be like, "Whoa!"
Right.
On this Sunday, so every Sunday he has to be what that representation of you expecting, right?
Right.
So I would say, remember the quote, role model, that phrase, don't nobody want that no more. I remember
Right.
Charles Barkley was
Yeah,
like,
he
don't make me
said
no
there ain't
role
no
model.
role
and all that.
models, yeah.
But you're inadvertently one anyway if you're a celebrity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, there are some people that's going to play a role and stick to it.
Right.
Play a character and stick to it. I ain't no character. I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a being and I care. So I'm still going to give you something positive on a daily basis because that's just how I am. I understand that if you keep embracing negativity, if you keep trying to lead somebody down something, let's say that's sarcastic, always ironic, nothing, always pessimistic, then it's going to affect them. You know what I'm saying? And you are going to be kind of like, how would they say, like one of them bitter type people, nasty from within.
Right.
And it's going to be like a cloud around your head. But when you're an upbeat type person, you get a glow to yourself.
Right. I agree. So what are some of the, as far as leadership skills, what makes a person a leader that makes you gain that you give them your trust? What would be some of the characteristics that you would say, I trust him, he seemed all right?
It's got to be a lot of action taking place more than speaking. It's got to be consistency with it too. It's got to be voluntary.
Okay.
When you volunteer a lot, I see where you're coming from.
Right.
Because you're not putting a price to everything, or your motive ain't so strategic that, like, I know the schemers and scammers, so I know how they are when they enter the room, and it ain't no trust in that. Right. But I know an honest person too. And when I say schemers and scammers, some of them can have cloth on too, bro.
Right.
I mean, shirt, tie, all that. It ain't
good.
always got to have a teardrop. You know what I'm saying? And nothing like that. So, I look for genuine characteristics, things that you don't learn in school. That's how you get my trust. Things you got to learn through experience.
Right.
Things you learn through some failures to make you become the person that you are.
Exactly.
You got to understand your flaws, because everybody ain't right.
Trust me.
Yeah. If you think you the brightest person in the room all the time,
You
and
in the
every time
wrong
you come around, you got a criticism for someone else, I distance myself from that. I mean, even if you want to criticize yourself all the time, because I'm looking at that as a scapegoat. You're going to talk bad about yourself so you can say something bad about everybody in the room. No, we ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that.
No, find something positive to say,
I get it.
All right, so I think we've already said definitely the leadership don't have to be gender biased. I mean, we got some beautiful queens and women out there that can lead. You know what I'm saying? Lead each other and can lead a man. Definitely in a relationship.
That's
true. You know what I'm saying? Because leadership qualities don't have a race, and they don't really have age. You know what I'm saying? Some people were born to lead, and you can see it as they start becoming themselves. Like, even at 5 or 6, that kid that gives another kid his cookie. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I ain't got one. I got 4. Here you go.
Right.
He didn't ask. He said, I don't have one. And I got 4. Here you go. That kid right there, that's leadership qualities, right? And I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen bad leadership qualities in kids too. Yeah. Like the ones that pick up the rocks and start throwing them at folk, and then the other ones want to join in too. But then you might have the kid that won't do that.
You have that one kid in the neighborhood everybody want to be around.
Yeah.
Everybody want to hang out at his house.
Yeah.
On his stoop.
Yeah,
on his porch.
Yeah, sometimes it be good parents that make that happen too.
I was just about to say their parents are good, so that automatically trickles down to them. Do you think that's true? Like if you're
not automatically.
Okay.
Because it has to be taught.
Okay.
Your teaching ain't automatic.
Right.
You got to learn these qualities through trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If your parents have good qualities like that, now I'm going to tell you, I don't think that that's the only thing that can make a person a good leader is to have good leadership and parents.
Oh no!
I think some people can have terrible parents and still turn out to be a good leader.
Sometimes the environment can make the leader. It could be so treacherous that they want to get out of it and make something better of everybody and themselves.
There you go.
Or you could be in an environment where it's a silver spoon and you feel privileged and you don't like that. You want to give some of your privilege to those that aren't.
Right.
That's kind of honorable as well.
Yeah,
you know
I agree.
Rather than, hey, look what I got. You know,
yeah.
That definitely ain't leader. You know what I'm saying? All right. What causes do we think we need leadership for then? Because as I get older, I realize, and when you want to become a boss or when you are a boss, you really don't need, like you say, my causes would be for health issues. We need good leadership in that area, maybe. Financial issues. Leadership in spiritual. Because a lot of the times,
social skills are gone. So we need leadership and social skills. We need leadership to let the younger generation know, hey man, everything ain't got to be angry. You ain't got to be mad.
An end all be all. Like we got to end it today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
We don't have to.
There is a tomorrow, young man.
Right. No crashing out all the time.
Yeah, that crash out culture got to go.
Right.
And I remember, man, because of the stereotype, the hype that we don't live to be 25 and all that back in the day, I was like believing that.
Right.
And so when I was like 21, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then I started like, hold on, man. I want to be 30.
Right.
You know, I was like, I like making money. I like being around women. I want to be on this planet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started making decisions and leading myself on a path that wouldn't put me so destructive that I'm taking 20 years of my life in a box.
Right.
Or I'm in another box 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 by 6 or 6 feet under, which one you want?
Right.
I don't want
what
either.
they say, judged by 12 or carried by 6.
Man, hey, look here.
Hey,
Above is better than below.
your bag is open.
Okay. Hey, man, look here.
Yeah.
Anyway, another thing we would have, because this was what the causes we were saying, values, though. Let's see.
I think they've changed over the time.
They have.
We accept less rather than, I would say, more from our leaders.
Expecting more. We should expect more.
I
but we
think-
accept less.
I think money has made us leaders rather than what we did to get it and who we actually are.
That our character doesn't make us leaders anymore. You know, we talked about this on one show. How these rappers have all of a sudden become gurus of making money. You get what I'm saying? How they've all of a sudden become the person that everybody goes to when they want to talk about how to make your millions. And they might have just gotten it from luck. They might have one good song get produced good, and that's that.
Man, no. A lot. See, that's the thing, and that's where I was getting ready to go with it. If it's TV, anything can be inflated. If
Right.
it's YouTube, all of this stuff can be inflated and manipulated. And then most of the time, like you said, it's either a rapper or a politician or something. They want the lead. Sometimes they even throw people in leadership roles. Okay, a coach we could say be a leader, right?
Right.
But why would you make that coach? And I'm gonna throw his name out here because I got a lot of respect for him. It would be Mr. Sanders. But Coach Sanders is like, they're holding that man up like he a particular type of politician, or holding him accountable. You know what I'm saying? For something that this man just had an illustrious career and that was it.
Right.
So why, make offspring kind of suffer?
For that.
Exactly.
For what his father, I don't think his father did anything. I think
It-
he just was
nothing.
a great.
That's what I said, had an illustrious career. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But now we hold him as a leader, but
Right.
it ain't like we like, man, hey man, without Dion, I ain't gonna make it. You see what I'm saying?
It's more of a punishment because he was so confident in what he was and what he was doing that they got to bring you down a peg.
But that's a character trait I would say that a leader should have.
I think
you should
so.
have some confidence.
I think
Not
confidence.
arrogance, but confidence.
Right.
I haven't seen anything, let's say, coming from that man that I wouldn't have seen, or worse, from, let's say, a Jerry Jones.
Right. I don't
So-
think he did anything. I don't see anything. I mean, 2 sports. Michael Jordan played 2 sports. So, I mean, I don't get the big problem with it. Maybe because he wouldn't take no crap from people, in the sports world. That's not something to punish you from. That's something to commend, because you're just letting people walk over you.
Well, check out then how I'm going to flip this real quick. Because I'm going to say, can the youth lead? And we obviously, Dion has a young son in the league. And guess what that position is? Isn't that kind of like a leadership role on the
Quarterback?
team? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first of all, one, yes, the youth can lead, and I think they should lead. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to lead us, but they need to be able to lead themselves.
Because they are the ones who know that they speak their language. We don't speak
So-
their language too much.
So we can. So imagine a youth in a suit like they used to do, like during the Obama administration and all that run, when you had them young black men doing them poetry and speaking like that. Imagine if you see that all the time. But they got them. They represent themselves. They're counseling themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then they represent themselves to us. You see what I'm saying? Governing themselves. So it's kind of like, if it's like, hey y'all, they calling us YNs, man. We putting too many of us in the dirt.
Right.
They're talking this amongst themselves. Let's just draw a line.
I think they started doing that. To be honest with you, I know people make fun of the quarter zip, but I
Mhm.
think it was more than just about quarter zips. It
Okay.
was about changing the narrative of young men,
Hey, the
young black men.
matcha, the matchas and quarter zips,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I think it's about changing the narrative
Yeah.
of how
Yeah.
people see young black men.
Good.
I'm all for it. Whatever
Yeah.
it takes
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
the young people to speak the language to each other and understand there's more to
Yeah.
life than street life.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, and even if you are in the street, you don't have to take somebody out. Get out of it. Like,
Right.
help each other combine. Like, it used to be, man, folks from the same hood will help each other get up out the hood. Now it's like you got beef going on within the same apartment complex because nobody has any unity or cares anymore. No one wants to lead someone out of the slums.
Yeah, that's true. No one wants to. You know, back in the day, when it came to leadership in the neighborhood, there was a code that you followed within that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No kids, no grandmas and stuff, no old folks. You didn't do that back then. You didn't mess with them. You didn't rob. You didn't do none of that stuff that they do nowadays. You didn't, beat them up on social media. None of that stuff. You respected your elders as it should have been. It should always be. And I think that's one of the ways that young people can lead to change that narrative as well.
I think
Within themselves, within their group, their age group, their age frame, and all that stuff.
Well, that's definitely something. Like, I think as elders, we should have a council to try to set that up a lot. Like, this shouldn't be first. It should be kind of like televised, like a summit. We used to have those things, dream jamborees and all these. Other
Yeah,
kind of
I
stuff
remember
like
that. Yeah.
teen summits, youth vote, motivational speakers coming through and all that. I mean, I think that needs to be something that should be thought of and done monthly, weekly, daily, something, man. Like, we done got away from that.
Yeah.
Even from having, I remember, like I said this on an episode before, like having the officer friendly come through. Don't nobody respect no police no more nowadays because
Right.
they think that dude gonna snatch
It's
him
all
up.
negative.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Hey, Line Lady Love, happy belated birthday. Appreciate you tuning in.
And to say, and now that's where I'm gonna go with it too. Like, I think bad leadership qualities in people that are already in some type of position, I think they need to be noticed in the beginning and hold them accountable then. Like, you know how some people will get through a whole term of something or get through whatever they've been voted in or get through a year in this position at the top, even if it's at your job or something. And everybody know that they don't do a good
Right.
job. And people end up having to suffer from that because someone just won't, okay, you know what, this ain't working out in the beginning. Let's get you on up out of here.
Or somebody that has bad habits,
Mhm.
and you know that they're doing bad things to bad people, but you're in that circle, so you just stand by and watch it until it all blows up. Then you want to come out and say, well, I knew this, or I seen that. Well, why didn't you stop it if you was in the room? Or you was in the area, or you was around these people that you considered a leader within this circle, but yet still you let them do terrible, horrible things to people and didn't say nothing at the time and wait until it's, too late.
It's a lot of that goes on. And some people are gonna say, is it because they don't want to snitch? Some people are gonna say, is it because they enjoyed the money at the time? Some people are gonna say, is it was because they were just young and it didn't affect them, so they looking the next way.
I
You
think
got
all
to be
of
the.
that.
I was gonna say, you have to be the person to determine, does it hurt you or disgust you or emotional wise what's being done to that person, is it so unjust that you're going to do something about it? There's certain situations that I know you might see that as a leader you should say something, and you probably wouldn't,
Right.
and I probably wouldn't, because okay, that's another thing we can get into then. If it's a consequence to lead, do you want to do it?
I believe that I think that, like I said, when I talk about revolution, Line Lady Love said it's too much killing going on because some people are so angry, and I agree. I think that a lot of times when it comes to leadership, just like I said about revolution, the sacrifice has to be made.
Yeah.
You think about all the leaders that we've had, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all the leaders that we looked up, they sacrificed. So their safety, their lives, all those things. And I believe that with great responsibility becomes sacrifice, and you have to be able to sacrifice some things if you're gonna call yourself a leader.
So this is what I want to know then. Of the other persuasion, who has been sacrificed to lead?
Because they're the ones who are doing the destruction.
So,
We
all
are the
right,
ones
so
who are trying to get out the
So hold
people
on,
at the bottom of the well.
So
You mean to tell me I gotta be
JFK?
sacrificed to be lead?
JFK was sacrificed,
yeah, but
allegedly.
yeah. Now, so you mean to tell me to lead? That's what's got to happen.
No, that's not what has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand that it could be a possibility, and do you want to take on the stress of that possibility to be the leader? I'm not saying it has to happen. I'm not saying that
Well,
it will happen.
Here it is anyway.
It's a
always
possibility.
stress to lead, no matter what's going on. It's stress now for me leading because I got stress from people wanting to take from me. You know what I'm saying? Stress from people wanting more out of me. Stress from people not believing in me. Stress from people believing in me. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, it's only going to increase the more work I put in.
Right.
Now, that's the thing. See, my sacrifice ain't me.
My sacrifice is probably anonymity.
Okay.
The comfort of you can't make a certain amount without, or you can't accomplish a certain feat without a certain amount of people knowing. Like
I agree with that.
if you want to help millions, how they not gonna know who you are?
I agree. In order to help millions, they're gonna know who you are. There's no way to hide that.
Yeah,
Slick says, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown."
exactly.
Lion Layla said, "My stress levels have increased since I got social media."
Ha.
And
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's great. See, that's
Yeah.
a great point.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about this, too.
Can you get your leaders from social media? Because there's a lot of people on social media that present themselves as leaders via social media. How do we take that on? Are they leaders?
So I'm gonna tell you this. One thing I can say, and I'm advised, if you want to be a leader on social media, stay out the comments.
No.
You don't even look at the comments or get alligator, rhinoceros hide skin,
Right.
because I've already started experiencing. I ain't even where I need to be, and I'm like, man, it's funny to me though. Like I'm looking at the comments, and I'm like, dude, you don't even know me.
Right.
But I ain't saying nothing. I can't say nothing. Like,
Right.
why? And then I'm like, now I'm looking at it like something negative. You had to take the time out to look at this to say this. Oh, well, whatever,
But
man.
Some people look at social media to be negative.
Exactly. That's why I was like, something's not right with that person's life. And now I see it. I see it clearly. Because if I'm going to take the time to log on, put my energy into something that I don't like, then comment on it, then do it again every time somebody upload, something wrong with me.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with the person uploading their content.
Right. Especially if they haven't even commented to my
Hey,
comment.
if I don't like you and I don't like what you got going on, but every time I can see what you got going on, something wrong with me. So, and I don't keep my enemies close.
Right.
I want them so far away because guess what? I got something that can reach you from far away.
Right.
So I don't need you near me.
I don't need you close.
nowhere near me.
Right.
You could be down the street, but get about 2 miles down the road, bear to the left, depending on how the wind blow, I might put you in them crosshairs. But don't be nowhere near me.
Lion Layla said the devil's advocates stay in the comments.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do, but like
do.
I say, a good leader gonna have to understand you eat all that. Don't even pay attention to it. As a matter of fact, put out more.
Oh, she said this devil. I think she's talking about the current administration, but allegedly. But she said this devil's advocate stays in the comments.
And I know I've answered this question before. I don't want to be feared, but should a leader be feared? And I don't think so. No, you should never want to lead with fear of nothing. Only fear of failure. That's what I got.
Yeah,
But I don't want you to fear me.
I think a person that leads with fear doesn't have the
What's
social
happening, Credo?
skills needed to lead with love, grace, and mercy.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can get people to do what you need them to do and to help you, and you help them by not fearing you. I think that's a greater advantage than anything.
exactly.
Because that means they're gonna do whatever you need them to do, whenever you need them to do it. Because
Mm-hmm.
not
And
because
there's
they
no
fear
consequence.
you,
Exactly.
right? Because they know that you might help them out, or they know they're gonna. It's a give take in this situation, or because they love you.
Yeah.
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 Or sometimes they want to do for you to impress you. They want favor from you. But there's nothing wrong with wanting favor from someone that favors others.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's cool. That's a even swap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that would answer my next question. We kind of answered that when we was like, is leadership a dangerous job?
Right.
It can be stressful and it can get dangerous. The object and I think the goal for us is to be able to lead without being in danger. We definitely don't need to be worried about being in danger amongst ourselves. And that's the main problem. Don't nobody want to jump off the porch in leadership amongst ourselves because we so dangerous. It's like me jumping into some sharks. I'm trying to lead sharks.
Right.
I'm jumping in the pool of piranhas and I got nicked. And I want to lead y'all. Like, now I got to swim through this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like, but if we can get over that,
Right.
it should be easy.
Yeah, I think the qualities of leadership are some things that I don't think people really take into consideration. That leadership, one, is earned, but
Yes.
also is given. People can give you the moniker of a leader without you even trying, because of the way that you present yourselves and the way that you always do positive things around them. You don't have to necessarily want to be that leader, but they can see that you have great positive qualities and they just anoint you as the leader. I think that's one of those things that a lot of people don't think about. I don't think some leadership is taken. Don't get me wrong.
Hey,
But let me ask you this question: if the leadership that's taken,
So
can it be? How do I put it? I'm sorry. If the leadership that's taken, can it be?
topic is leadership,
Keep.
Credo.
Can it be
Be
kept?
So I was about to say that. All right, you said given, right? So with that, too much is given, much is deserved sometimes. But you can, if someone votes you in or gives you your leadership role, they can take that from you to a degree. But if you earned it,
that means that though it's natural, what you've already done, the actions, your character, you've earned
a leadership role that will probably not be taken from you because you earned it. Didn't nobody give it to you.
Right.
You earned it.
Right.
When somebody give you something, a lot of times you get criticized more. The person that earned it ain't necessarily going to be criticized to a degree because everybody likes what he's done to even say that he's the leader. When people voted you in, maybe you got game. You see what I'm saying? You said this, you said that. But when you've earned it, you've had to do some kind of, you've made your actions speak louder.
Right.
Like I've earned a lot going on, I would say at my job. I've earned a certain type of respect where sometimes people don't even approach you with the nonsense because they know, man, this man busy working, and the fact that he's helping so many other people and doing something, he's earned the right to, we bypass that.
Right.
It's a respect factor. Let's talk to this man about maybe how we can make something better rather than a meaningless nuance.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people throw us off our track of leadership, or throw us off our aspects of who we are in, as far as our qualities as a person, because they have so much hate for us and they don't even know us. When a person is earns leadership, and when a person is given leadership by their
peers,
associates around them, the people around them, and they're not even trying for it, I think that garners more hate for that person than anything else, because they're looking at it like, oh, these people like this person. Why he ain't did nothing? Then that's when the knives and nails.
I could do
come
better.
out.
What they do.
I could do better than that. All they got, you know what I'm saying? But they want the position, but can't handle the pressure. I've seen this. I've read this book many times before, and I know how it's going to end. You want the position, but you can't handle the pressure. Slick says they unalived MLK and Malcolm X because the people loved them.
Because of the power they had.
The power that they had, and because of the people loved them. Lion Lady Love says, my only concern is my state senator, and that's David Scott's office. Right? I get it. I mean, I don't know why we consider politicians leaders, and especially in today's age.
Man, look here. You're not leading me if you ain't talking to me, doing something for me, doing something with me, doing something with the people, the community that's actually going out there and casting a vote. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, a little bit earlier, when I did them skits and I went basically to the trap, these people can see me. All right, now, if these the people we trying to reach, I'm right there. This ground zero.
Right.
So
the people at the top, if you're not going to be at ground zero where you can make the difference, then what?
What point are what you know?
But they want a filter. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that these people listen to. That's the filter, but they'll never come down here, and the filter don't even be down there no more.
Right, that's true.
So
you can't relate to me if you don't be around me.
Yeah.
You can't relate to my situation if you never dealt with it. You can't relate to the fact that I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna pay my light bill or get me something to eat today because you've never been in that situation. You may have been in your situation a long time ago, but within the last 10, 15 years, you haven't had that situation happen. So you can't relate to anything that I'm going through because you haven't done it. You haven't been through it. You haven't decided, well, I need to get gas in my car to get to work, but dang, my baby need to eat. You get what I'm saying? If I lose my job, then my baby won't be able to eat tomorrow. So you got to weigh those options out. And if you've never been in that situation, you can't tell me how to solve that problem. So I don't need you as my leader. I need somebody who's going to be able to help me figure out this problem that I have currently in front of me. And I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about right now. This is the problem I have. How can you help me figure it out? I don't need you to give me anything. All I need you to do is put your brain power together and tell me how I can get this done today and to worry about tomorrow. Lady Lionel says, how about those people thought Diddy was the leader?
Oh, man. I mean, I kind of knew you were kind of doing undertone subliminals anyway.
Right.
But all I'm going to say with that is, I mean, sometimes you can be blinded by the light.
You could be blinded by the money, too.
The light of, exactly.
Yeah, the light of the jewels. The light of the
blinded by the moissanite. We do diamonds in this bitch, but yeah.
Right.
All I'm saying is that this is one other question I wanted to ask though, and this is okay. If you want to go ahead, we can piggyback off that Diddy, which you should. I don't think you need an emotional person as your leader.
You don't think so?
Not an emotional person that's gonna act. Huh?
Empathy?
Empathetic, compassion, emotional is different.
Okay.
If I'm an emotional person, meaning I wear my emotions on my sleeve, let's say we at a conference and you make me upset, and I'm emotional before I become rational.
Okay.
You're going to know. Now we could probably have beef. Or I can't afford as a leader to say something that I might want to take back based on my emotions. Now, everybody done heard it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, my bad. My emotions got the best of me.
Right.
But I done said something so, you know what I'm saying?
Outrageous.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I know, man, emotions. Okay, emotions is when you act before you start thinking. Next thing you know, you done smacked somebody rather than sat down and asked them what the problem was.
Right.
You know,
I get you. You reacted. You reacted instead of sitting down and thinking about it for a second.
Yeah.
I get it. Lion Lady Love said he pissed me off. He deserves everything he got. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I get what you're saying, Lion Lady Love, and you know, I fault him and the people around him because, like we just talked about earlier, you know,
he didn't learn that by himself.
Right, and he wasn't the only one. I forget the words. The only one participating and being a part of the problem. You know, people around him was part of the problem as well. So, you know,
but
I think everybody should be rounded up.
Yeah, but not only that. See, and this is a good example. If you have leadership qualities about this whole topic that we were talking about today, then you would have someone in your circle that wouldn't allow you to be a Diddy.
There you go.
Simple as that. So the person that you first met definitely didn't have good leadership qualities, because how did you get from that to all of this? But now we have good leadership in our circle and in our network. Matter of fact, earlier on you were saying that if I were sick, you know what I'm saying, we're going to keep this thing moving, which one thing I wanted to say is good leadership, which is what I'm going to learn to do, and which Donna told me about is communicate with her and tell her. She don't want to hear it from Lab. You know what I'm talking about. And then I want to say this to get well to Chezzy. Chezzy got flued out. He got flu right now, so he say.
Okay.
So he at home like sick daddy dollars.
Well, feel better, Chezzy.
Yeah, Chezzy. But guess what? We doing this for Chezzy. The show going on for Chezzy
That's
too.
Right.
So
that's right.
You know, that's what good leadership is. This man ain't missing a beat because I'm here doing.
Right, and that's the main thing that when I talk to everybody, and I talk to everybody about the shows and trying to be a good role model for everybody in the shows, is when I say collaborate, because the cross collaboration creates a whole different audience for everybody that they didn't know that they could have. And then when you own that show and doing this show, that's kind of keeping it going, because you may be sick, and then somebody be like, well, Dose was sick on Monday, but we keeping it going today on Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? Like those are things that happen that when you do that cross collaboration, especially within a network that everybody is on with all of us, it helps to build each other's brand and expand the expand the views and the vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not exactly what I want to say, but you get it.
So I think, because we getting ready to round this up, because my man Lab got something to do today, but I'm going to leave y'all with my partner Credo said, a true leader isn't given by another person. They are born with it. And so I would like to say it's going to be a stronger word than true, which will be a phenomenal leader. Like, phenomenons are born that way.
Right. I think
a true leader, I would say, would be born. But some people find their way.
Don't that leadership have to be nurtured too?
Well,
I mean, you have to be nurtured. You have to, the leadership.
Remember now, I said that 5-year-old,
right?
That would be a phenomenal. He would be more likely to be born. But now, experience can take him off his path. But that wisdom right there, that volunteering, that genuine right then and there, you want to give that, because I've actually been that person, but I pulled back some because of experience, because then people start taking your cookies. But I feel you. What's up, Lab? What you wanted to expand on that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I agree. A lot of times it has to be in you and not on you.
All right.
Slick says money and power don't necessarily make you a leader. And Leilanda Love says, nowadays money is power, and I agree.
Yeah.
Money doesn't necessarily make a good person. That's true. Slick said money doesn't necessarily make a good person. I believe that both of those things are correct at the same time. Money is power, but I don't necessarily think that money should make you a leader. You get what I'm saying?
Money pays for leadership. Money
Right.
doesn't make you
right.
a leader.
Money pays for leadership. I mean, money gets you in the
It
door.
endorses and sponsors, which is kind of what we were talking about with that auspice in the beginning. But that's more of like you would have an organization that's guiding. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, United Way, or like a boys club or something like that. All right, so I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I'm still feeling elated from celebrating Lab's birthday
And I'm
this
still
weekend,
feeling elated
man.
that you showed up.
Yeah, and I hope, man, that we have
So
some
we
Christmas.
gonna definitely work that out.
Bet. All right, so I'll see y'all next Monday, y'all. Appreciate it. Later.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CC's pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of leaders of grams, get your dose up, cut this up, post up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the movement, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk they can't relate. I got to elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in them trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that truth serum hooked directly to your veins. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a close up. Close up, close up, a close up. Grams of it, tune in, leaders of it, close up. Pounds of it, yeah, grams of it, leaders up, pounds, get your dose.